Can you say about Gavin and what he was able to do there?
I think that's the best I've ever seen Gavin look. I thought he was more efficient today. He was getting a lot of, getting ahead a lot, staying ahead, getting to two strikes, got some weak contact. Obviously 7 innings, solid for anybody. I thought it was just really good to see him use the cutter a lot more. But that was really good from Gavin.
Honestly, he pitched backwards, but it seems like getting the spin in, kind of had that fastball look a little bit better. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I mean, Gavin needs to use all his pitches. The mix we're learning, we're working together and learning what the best mix is. I think we're still trying to find what it is, but again, the progression that Gavin has made just seems like he pops up and has one like this, and now it's string it together. Let's come right back next time out. Same efficiency, same attack, but that was really, really encouraging and an outstanding performance from Gavin.
We talked about Nolan hitting the ball hard, but now we've seen that stroke last couple of days where he's getting it back up the middle. Does that show that maybe his timing is in a good place?
It's getting better. Yeah, no, I think Nolan he's finding hits. He had two big ones today. He had some big hits in this series, so it's definitely an encouraging sign to see him progressing and getting back on time. But to me, when you're hitting the ball hard in the middle of the field like he is, that's when you're at your best. It's right back at the pitcher. That means you're on time for that heater.
You mentioned him a couple of days ago, Stephen, and that his would finally start dropping it like they are. So my question is, how difficult is it for a young guy especially to not press and try to change things up when the hits aren't coming?
I mean, every hitter presses. I don't care how much time you have. I don't care how long you've been around. You press when you're not getting results. So Nolan's no different. But what we're seeing is just the commitment to the fastball, and he has the ability to stay back on off speed. We've seen that now. So for Nolan, just continue to believe you're going to be there. Believe you're going to be on time and get there.
I think the reception Fry got in the first time.
It was so cool to hear that walk-up song. David means more to us than just what he can do on the field. There's been an uplift in the clubhouse the last couple of days. He's a leader in that room. He makes all of us better. Just to have him back is huge, and so to hear the reception that he got before and after the at-bat, it's just good to see David Fry back on a baseball field. You never know what things are going to happen when you have surgery. There's no guarantees. So to see him back healthy, being able to help us, it's a huge lift for all of us.
Shane, we didn't get you before the game, but just what was it like seeing Shane's outing yesterday in the clubhouse and then hearing that he's going to be back around you guys starting Thursday or Friday?
Yeah. Again, anytime somebody has an injury or a surgery, you're just happy to see them back out there. Shane has a long way to go, but the first outing was very promising. He feels good, and that's all that matters to us. It was fun to see him pitch again.
What are you doing on your off day in New York?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna go get a New York corned beef sandwich, and then I'm gonna get some sleep, relax.
Crowd's ovation and just like what that seems like.
Yeah, I was more worried about being more efficient rather than looking up in the crowd. I was kind of mad at myself that I couldn't go 7 more than anything.
But still, you had a no-hitter going there. You had to feel good about something, right?
Yeah, I feel like I got ahead a lot today, which was good. Threw a lot of cutters, which was nice. Just kept them off balance.
Gavin, I probably missed this. I apologize, but how nice was it to be able to have your spin working, and how did you use the spin off of that to be efficient?
Yeah, threw it for strikes today, no matter the count. If I was ahead or behind, just throwing it a lot, which it opened up the fastball to be able to play it up and down.
How are the cutter and sinker both coming along? I know the sinker wasn't as much of a factor today with the rest of the arsenal.
Yeah, the cutter just gets it going away from the hitter. It's just it's another thing they have to worry about. So the more I can throw it, the more I can open up everything else.
Are you aware that you hadn't given up a hit by the time the 6th rolled around?
Yeah, I think everybody would be aware of that. But try not to worry about it too much. Just go out there and do my job.
What do you think of the way Nolan's kind of come around here after really some tough luck through the first 7 weeks, 8 weeks or so.
Yeah, I mean, he was still hitting the ball hard, just hitting it right at people. Sometimes you get unlucky, and now he's just finding holes. But it's awesome. He's going to be a big part of this team.
Well, is there like a mental benefit, I guess, like just seeing hits fall? Is like that taking any ease off your shoulders at all the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think, it's all we want to do is get hits and score runs and get RBIs and hit home runs. So, seeing a couple fall definitely feels good, takes a little weight off your shoulders and allows you to play more free.
When the hits weren't falling for you, how difficult is it not to try to reinvent your swing, knowing that you are good enough to do what's happening now?
It's impossible. I think, it's our game is to try and get hits and hit homers and do all those things. And so I think, when things aren't going well and you're not getting results, it's really hard to trust and keep doing the same thing. At some point, we are 2 months into the season, something's got to change. So.
You're staying on the fastball, that kind of what you pinpoint to the success you've been having, or what would you attribute it to?
Yeah, I mean, I think I started trying less hard. Tried to, I go home every night and watch video and break down my swing and take all these dry swings in the mirror. And my fiance is like, this is terrible. I'm sick of this. And so about a week ago, I stopped watching video, stopped doing all the extra swings and everything, and just tried to hit some line drives up the middle in the cage, and have had some results. So
That's something you've done in the past, like when it's going well, were you a guy who watched video at home? And
no, I think, yeah, when it's not going well, it's easy to be nitpicky and try and find what's going wrong, and ultimately, we're all good enough in that locker room, and most likely there's not much going wrong. You're probably late or whatever. And so I think sometimes just the best answer might be simplifying. So.
After the way you guys started the homestand against the Dodgers, to be able to come back and win the last two, what's that mean for the team just to be able to take that momentum into New York?
Yeah, I mean, I think, our goal is to win series, and obviously the Dodgers got the best of us. And then we lost the first one here. Lost the first one here, but to be able to bounce back and win a series is huge.